Alright guys, we're back. This is the first night of the first day, and what I kind of wanted to do is clear out our little hidey hole now. I did see, I rewatched the old video, the video we started here, and I did see the jungle temple. So that's where I plan on going, so I want to make sure I got what I can get. Let's see, we definitely still have some logs here. Let's make some more sticks. And we're going to need some more torches too. So let's go ahead and make all these into sticks. I know that's kind of excessive for sticks, but what I do, I always hate running out of tools. I really do. Is I usually make a double set like this. And then you can see how I'm setting them up. I set them up so I got, you know, a couple swords, a couple axes, a couple picks. So I never have to worry about it running out. And even if it does break, like I'll use up the wooden pick. And that way, if one of my tools do break, I could just switch to the next one. And that's what I usually do with my main set of tools, is like this. And it's just nice to have a second set, and it just makes surviving a little bit easier because you're going to have your second set here. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn one of these more, because if we're going to do the jungle temple, we're going to need some more torches. Let's see, a jungle temple. Now I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys play. Jungle temple always has 3 levers, 3 chiseled stone, 3 dispensers with some arrows in it. Once we get ourselves some string, and make ourselves a bow. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a furnace. Now, once I get a little more cobblestone, go ahead and make a furnace. That way we have it. And when I leave, like before I make the general main base that I usually make, what I'll do is if I don't use this as a mine, because sometimes I'll do that, I'll use it use my original hidey hole. If I'm going to stay in the same general area, I'll use my hidey hole as a mine. I'll just start digging down here and see what I can find. But if I don't do that, then what I'll do is I'll try to see, and I'll make me a new hidey hole near the base that I'm trying to build, so that way when I'm building it, I don't have to worry about trying to build in the dark and everything. Excuse me, because it's really suicidal to be sitting there working at dark. Now, too bad we didn't get any wool, because making a bed would have been fantastic. Reset our spawn point. Granted, it's not that far, but who knows? This is a pretty dense jungle. I don't know if I'd be able to find this again. And there's been several times where I played where I couldn't find my little home base. Now, I know this is on the verge of suicide. Oh, and it's raining. Look at that. That's great. So, that's fantastic. Alright. I just wanted to check, see. I don't see nobody by here. I just wanted to see what was going on out here. Now, I know that jungle temple was out that way. So we do have that. Let's see. I usually try to grab some dirt with me. I'm probably going to have to use one of my torches here, because I don't want to have a non-lit up area. And once we get some wool, if we can find some sheep, we'll put the bed in here, of course. And what we'll probably end up doing, what we should do, is if I'm going to do go to the jungle temple, what I'll probably do, which that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, is I'm going to take all this stuff with me and just use that as my first initial little startup base, because the jungle temple is great for that. In fact, I'm going to have the one door, because like I said, we're going to take that with us. And let's put this stuff up here, because we don't need it. At least in our way right here. I'm going to put this back down because I'm silly and I forgot to make I'm going to make a second door, because jungle temples usually have the double door slot hole, however you want to put it, on the front. So we're going to be ready for that, so that way we could plug that up as soon as we get inside, depending on what's already in there. Oh, another thing I'd usually do is I usually put my food, whatever I'm using as food, right here, because that way I could, you know, when I see my meat pops go down, I can fill them back up real quick. And it is raining, unfortunately. And let's see, I know this is really a lot of Let's Players like skip out the nights so you can't see them or anything, and they try to skip out all the boring parts. But if I believe if you guys are, you know, if you want me to do that, just let me know. And granted, I'm probably you know, it depends on how many people are even watching this to begin with, as to who comments and whatnot. But just let me know, like, when we start our base, the actual base we're going to be sitting at for a little bit, if you want something special built, just let me know, and we could go from there and try to build it. Or if not, I could figure out how to build it and see what we come up with. Now granted, I won't be able to build everything, like, again, depending on how many people ask me to do things. But, you know, I'll be able to pick the best one, or pick the one that's going to be... Because I'm not a creature of aesthetics. I'm really not. To me, as long as it works, I really don't care what it looks like. So, I mean, I'll have a lot of those, what everyone would call boring, square Minecraft houses. And I just use it because that's the most functional. In fact, you can actually use that as a nice spider catcher, because the spiders usually try to jump on you at night, or once you wake up in the morning and pop out your front door. Spiders will jump on you, but it's a nice way to get string. It really is, especially if you don't have any kind of, you know, abandoned mine shaft or anything to get 50 million cobwebs. It's a decent way to make sure you have string. The only thing that gets annoying for me is, while I'll throw some half slabs or something up there, is when you hear, like, when you move in your house, like, hear that? Well, you guys can't hear my Minecraft sound, unfortunately, but I can hear a spider up above the cave here, just kind of following me back and forth, and that just annoys the living crap out of me. But other than that, you know, I don't really care what whatever house, you know, I end up using looks like. I really don't. But if you guys want me to build something special, just let me know, and we could build it and see what we get. And of course, that depends on resources and what have you, and time. And it's still raining. That's kind of depressing. So I'm using the skin I'm using is you guys can see, I'm using a bear. I'm a bear with a backpack. A bear with a backpack. And I know that's kind of silly, but I use a bear with a backpack. I had Luigi for the longest time. That bear face. You gotta see him when he gets in his armor. It's actually really kind of cute. Seeing a bear roaming around with iron armor on, just, you know, I'm a bear. So anyway, it's just kind of random. Looks like the sun is coming up, so I think we're going to make a run for it. Let's go ahead and grab these torches back up. Yep, the sun is out. Grab our door, get our sword back out, and we're going to see if we could find us that jungle temple. Now, I believe it was just right up in there. So we're going to head that direction and see what we find, because a lot of surviving in real life and in Minecraft is literally just scavenging. That's all it is. If you're a good scavenger in real life, you're going to be a good scavenger in Minecraft. And because it has to do with looking in every corner, seeing what you can find, and seeing if you could use what you do find. And here's that chicken. Hello, chicken. Get further. Oh, I hear some sheep. Let's see if we can go after the sheep. Ooh, there's an egg. Grab the egg, grab the chicken. Gonna have some chicken tonight. Gonna have some chicken tonight. Sorry. I know that's kind of rude, but it looks like there's another chicken sitting right up there. Oh, jeez. And I always try to break leaves and stuff that's going to... There's a sheep right there. Because it ruins your tools. It really does if you break the leaves with something other than than something it doesn't have a durability. One more wool and would be good. We could have a bed and we could sleep. Still trying to find that jungle temple. I don't exactly remember where it's at, and I was hoping I could find one more sheep. One more sheep, one more sheep. Come on, sheep. But I'm not hearing one. Not that you guys could help me with that, but I don't see one either. I think that jungle temple is right up in there. Oop, that was good. Fall off a cliff. You know, don't fall off a cliff. It's not good for you. It's bad for your health. It's the only bad part about jungles. I really do like jungles, and I do hear more sheep. Oh, he's stuck in some vines. Come here. There we go. 3 wool, yay. I mean, I love jungles because they do have a lot of resources and things to help you get started and just a lot of good stuff, but they're so much of a pain in the butt to travel in because of all these little hills and falls and things like that you know will kill you if you ain't paying attention, which unfortunately it does make talking to you guys and playing at the same time a little bit treacherous. Excuse me. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Ended up having to stop and refill my soda. Otherwise the coughing would have got horrible. So, I am not seeing this jungle temple I saw a little while ago. And I'm hoping I didn't miss it. But I think I might have. I'm going to try to see if I can get up on one of these trees. Or up on one of these hills here. If the lag will allow me to move. Oh, come on. I had a fantastic little run there. With not a whole lot of lag. And then it just kills me for a second. And unfortunately, I'm sure you've all heard or have experienced the lag of doom. Where you get this one random lag spike. And then all of a sudden you're dead. And you're like, well, what happened? Oh, well, there's a zombie in my face. That's why. We may have to dig in again. I will take the random apple, though. If I can't find this stupid jungle temple. So, but if we have to, we could always dig into one of these trees. Oh wait, was that it? Did I just see a glimpse of it? Oh jeez. Come on. Was that it right there? Almost kind of looked like it. Nope. Nope, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Alright, I'll have to figure something out, I guess. How did we get up here? Okay. Come down here. Grab another oak sapling. I don't know why all these oak saplings are about. I really don't. This is the first time I've popped up with 40 million oak saplings sitting all over the place. Not that I'm really arguing with free trees, but looks like my hunger's getting down, so we're gonna have to... Ow, stupid. Find us a hidey spot that we could cook the chicken we got. Ow, stop that. Lag of doom. Hey, that looks like the tree we had before. We totally went full circle. Yay! There's some more melons at least. I will take those. Definitely don't hurt. Now, see, that's the bad thing about the first, little chunk. You don't really have a home to go back to. You don't have a house, already created. Unless you, like a friend of mine, the way she plays is she'll go in a creative mode. Build herself a really nice house. And then switch it to survival and then do survival. Well, for me, that's just one big old huge pile of cheating, in my opinion. And look, we found the original hidey hole, because I never took down the torch outside. That's great. So at least now we can always go back to there, and we have enough for a bed. Aha, jungle temple. I see it through the trees. Yep, here it is. Well, that was... Now I feel stupid. Totally went around it 3 or 4 times. Alright, so these jungle temples always have an entrance on one side or the other. Ah, right here. Let's get our sword out. It doesn't look like there's any baddies right here. So we're going to go ahead and block our entrance there. Put our torches up. That's where the switches are at. Now, jungle temples do have their little traps. Now see, I don't know if you can see it right here, but there's a string. See the tripwire? Now, what I do to get, because there's a dispenser right behind those vines. So what you do is you set it. See that arrow went by? You got the arrow. And now these things can't be triggered. So I'll grab the string and the tripwire hooks. See, there's that dispenser. Grab the tripwire hooks, grab the string, and we got free redstone. That's the one great thing about starting out a jungle. And there's another trick here, another trap. Just set it off like that. Got our string, so there's our bow right there. Did I grab that? Okay. Alright, now we grab all the redstone. Now, if we're going to make this our little kind of beginning house that we start out in, which we most definitely can. In fact, 3 gold and gold horse armor. We definitely can do that. And so we kind of have to kind of clear it out. And we already got a chest, so that'll stack. We should already have that first dispenser, so that'll stack. Now we can put the chest right back down and put our stuff in it. But there's a lot of work you need to do. In fact, there's even another chest in here, which I can't pick that up yet. So I'm going to go ahead and come back up here. Put our chest down. Go ahead and plop both of them down. And put all this stuff we don't necessarily need at the moment in here. So we have some room. I'll be with you in a moment. In fact, let's put our furnace down and get that cooking, actually. So we have some food going on. Alright. Now that we got a little more room, let's grab these levers. We will use them later. There's all kinds of little redstone tricks that I know of. Not a whole lot, but it works. Ooh, a diamond. 6 iron, some rotten flesh, which is not all that exciting, but some bones. You could use that as bone meal. We got 3 pistons in every jungle temple. A repeater, which is always nice to get free, because they're very resource intensive when you're on survival. Oh, and I'm starving. So, let's pop one of those for a moment. So, that'll hold us off a little bit, and then we could hopefully have some chicken. And I did, let's see if that one chunk of coal will sneak us the charcoal. Just the more torches, the better. Because these things are not lit very well at all. Let's see if we did manage to sneak one. Good. Definitely put our diamond here, our iron in here. Now our melon. Because we're going to use some of these. Get a little higher. And I used all but one. This stuff we definitely don't need at the moment. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make some more torches. Because like I said, these things are not lit up really well at all. And if you leave any little dark spot, the game will laugh at you and spawn a baddie right in the middle of your house. And they don't even care. Like, we're going to have to go find some more coal or go get some charcoal made. Something. So, let's put our crafting table down so we have that. And then we could continue to clear some of this out and use it as our home base. At least for the moment. Now, granted, I'll admit, I'm not going to stay here. The jungle temples, they're great for what they are. They're great to start out with. But, for me, my ideal spot. Now, like I was saying before, I'm kind of picky. My ideal Minecraft spot is like a plains next to or surrounded by forest. You know, that's my ideal spot. If I had a choice, that's what I'd pick. And since I kind of do have the choice, you know, that's what I want to look for. And so that's what we're going to kind of look for. And the one good thing about the plains, especially if you've got a woods nearby, you can still get all the wood you need, or if not, grow it. And then you have an actual room to build. Because me, I build everything. I build all kinds of stuff. I may be a creature of functionality, but I love to build. And it's just one random block sitting there. That's great. Knock that out. And I love to build, and I'll you know, and I'll have certain buildings for everything. You know, I'll have a stable for my horses. I'll have a nether portal room, you know, or even a room in my house, depending on how big my house ends up being. I don't always do big or huge houses. Sometimes I do. Sometimes they just kind of end up being that way by the time I'm done. But let's go create that bed before I get too much farther, and we'll see what time it is, Minecraft time. Ooh, it is nighttime. So let's go ahead and create our bed, and then we will be I totally left the wool in the chest, didn't I? I did. Okay. Then we'll be done with this video, and we'll sleep, and then next time we will keep clearing out, and I'm going to show you everything, boring or not. I'm going to show you everything. So I'm not playing without you. So you're going to see what I do with a cleared out jungle temple, how I clear it out, what I do with it, so on and so forth. Taking laps across the top. I even do stuff with the roof. I'll even sometimes clear this out right here, make another room out of it. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, it just depends on what we need, how long we're going to stay here, so on and so forth. So, let's get our bed going. Now, I usually try to either do my bed on the top story or dig down into a basement, because that monsters nearby problem really drives me nuts. Because, I mean, you could be behind an 8 thick wall of cobblestone. It'll go, you can't sleep because there's monsters nearby. Well, so I'm in a house. Shut up. Let me sleep. So, there we go. And I'm sleeping on the cobblestone. That's fantastic. Alright, so this is a new day. So I'm actually going to go ahead and leave you guys here and pick you back up next time.